The clock on the cheap nightstand glows 11:47 p.m., casting a sickly green light across the dingy room 23 of the Rainview Motel just outside Seattle. I'm perched on the edge of the sagging mattress, tracing the outline of a water stain on the ceiling that resembles a twisted heart, mocking me. Really? 3 weeks I've been holed up here. The kind of place where dreams go to die. With sheets that reek of stale laundry detergent and the faint whisper of neighbors' arguments bleeding through the thin walls. $45 a night. Paid in crumpled bills from my dwindling stash. And tonight's feast is a handful of saltines and a dented pear from the gas station down the block. Payday's Friday, 4 endless days away. My whole world crammed into 2 battered duffels on the threadbare carpet, one stuffed with thrift store clothes, the other with a couple of dog-eared novels, some faded receipts, and a photo album I can't bear to ditch, even though flipping through it feels like swallowing broken glass. I hug my faded hoodie closer against the chill. The AC unit rattles like it's on its last breath. And I've stopped bugging the front desk guy about it. Can't afford to rock the boat when you're barely afloat. Grandma used to say, when life's handing you lemons, you make lemonade, or at least pretend it's sweet. But right now, everything tastes like ash. The TV's busted. No remote batteries anyway. So the silence presses in. Heavy and unforgiving. Dragging up memories I fight to bury. Michael's face swims into view. His voice echoing, I deserve a real partner now. I squeeze my eyes shut. But the flashbacks crash through anyway, the real estate agent slapping a sold sign on our cozy bungalow with the white picket fence where I dreamed of raising kids, handing over the keys to my reliable Honda for a measly $2,500 in cash. The pawnshop clerk appraising my engagement ring. The one Michael had slid onto my finger 8 years ago with vows of eternity. "600's my best," he grunted. I took it. Because 600 meant one more scan. One more specialist. One more shot at pulling Michael back from the brink. For 100 grand, that's the price tag on saving my husband's life. I poured out every drop of myself. And when the cancer finally retreated, when his color returned and his laugh echoed again, he repaid me by serving papers. He claimed half of the scraps I'd clung to, snatched our tech startup we'd bootstrapped together, and vanished into a shiny new life with someone untouched by the grind. Someone who hadn't aged 10 years in 2. Scraping by to keep him breathing. The knock jolts me like a live wire, 3 sharp raps. Insistent in the dead of night. My pulse hammers in my ears. Who the hell knocks on a motel door at midnight? No one knows I'm here. Mom thinks I'm crashing with an old college buddy. And my friends have ghosted after too many rain checks. I freeze. Breath shallow. As the knocks come again. Louder. More desperate. On tiptoe. I creep to the door. Palms slick against the peephole. Through the warped lens. A woman stands under the buzzing walkway light, mid-20s. Blonde hair in a messy bun. Dressed in designer jeans and a sleek blazer that screams money. She darts glances over her shoulder. Like shadows are chasing her. Who is it? My voice cracks. Barely audible through the wood. Sarah Jenkins, she rushes out. Words tumbling. I need to talk to you about Michael Thompson. Please, it's urgent. I know what he did to you. The name hits like a gut punch. Michael. How does this stranger know? How did she track me to this rock-bottom hideout? Air whooshes from my lungs. Please, she begs. Voice cracking. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm here to help. Michael lied to us both. Us both. My instincts scream to bolt the door. But my hand betrays me. Twisting the lock. Sliding the chain. What do I have left to lose? The door creaks open. And Sarah stands there. Eyes rimmed red. Clutching a thick manila envelope like a lifeline. I'm so sorry for showing up like this, she whispers. Stepping in. But you have to see this. You deserve the truth about what he pulled. I stare at the envelope. Then her tear-streaked face. What truth? She draws a ragged breath. Everything he fed you is bullshit. Let me start from the beginning, how a woman who had it all ended up in this hellhole with a stranger bearing bad news. Take you back to before the nightmare swallowed me whole. When I still bought into fairy tales. 8 years ago. I was 26. Hustling as a web developer at a mid-sized marketing firm in downtown Seattle. Pulling in about 40 grand a year, not baller status. But enough for a cozy studio with a view of the Sound where I tinkered with code on rainy weekends. I had a circle of friends for trivia nights, weekend hikes in the Cascades, and big dreams of launching my own app. Life was straightforward. The kind of content you don't appreciate until it's ripped away. I met Michael at a tech mixer on a drizzly April evening, the kind of event I usually skipped. But my manager twisted my arm. He was by the coffee station, fiddling with a stale donut. And when I grabbed a cup, he flashed a grin that lit up his eyes. These things are basically hockey pucks, he quipped. But hey, free cardio from chewing. I chuckled. And just like that, we were chatting. He was in software sales for a cloud services company. I shared my dev gigs. He had this easy charm, cracking jokes that cut through the awkward networking vibe. By the end of the hour, he asked for my number. How about dinner? Somewhere with actual edible food. Our first date was at a hole-in-the-wall seafood joint on the waterfront. Michael pulled out my chair, asked about my passions, really listened, not just nodding along. He opened up about his ambition to start a SaaS company, eyes sparkling with that infectious drive. I wanted in on that energy. We dated for a year, surprise ferry rides to Bainbridge Island. Sticky notes on my laptop with inside jokes. Wildflowers on my desk, just because. Mom, Linda, met him after 4 months and cornered me in her kitchen. Emily. He's the real deal, she said, hugging me tight. Hold on with both hands. I plan to. He proposed on a crisp fall hike in Olympic National Park, dropping to one knee amid the evergreens with a simple gold band studded with a modest sapphire, my birthstone. I said yes before he finished the question. We tied the knot 6 months later in an intimate ceremony at Mom's community center, nothing extravagant. Saving for the future. But perfect. Linda wept joyfully. Michael's folks flew in from the Midwest. Our friends toasted us. When he vowed in sickness and in health. For better or worse, I felt it in my bones. I trusted him completely. Post-honeymoon. Michael hit me with a big idea over takeout pizza. What if we go all in on our own startup? Cloud-based project management tool. I've got the sales chops. You're a wizard with code. Partners in crime and in life. My stomach nodded. Startups were a gamble. Loans. Late nights. No safety net. But his confidence was magnetic. We'll crush it together, he promised, lacing his fingers with mine. Our rules. Our empire. I jumped in. We launched Thompson Tech Solutions with a SBA loan and our nest egg. Year 1 was brutal. 16-hour coding marathons. PB&J dinners. Crashing on an air mattress after selling our furniture for server space. But we hustled, landed beta users. Then paying clients. Hired a small team. Upgraded to a shared office in Pioneer Square. By year 5, we were solid, profitable enough for a modest ranch-style home in the suburbs. My practical SUV. Talks of kids after we stabilized. Life felt golden. For our anniversary, he booked the same seafood spot. We toasted with local craft beer. To us. Forever, he said. Gaze locked on mine. Forever, I echoed. Heart full. Little did I know forever had an expiration date. It began with fatigue. Michael dragging after sales calls. Collapsing on the couch by 8. I chalked it up to burnout. Our growth spurt was intense. Then the weight loss, belts tightened. cheeks hollowing. Stress he brushed off. Night sweats followed, drenching the sheets. Go see a doc, I insisted after a week of it. He relented. Probably to shut me up. The waiting room felt eternal. Me scrolling memes to kill time. Zero worry. But when the nurse called me back, her tone shifted everything. Tests piled up, labs, scans, biopsies. The bomb dropped on a foggy November afternoon. Stage 3 lymphoma. Aggressive. Nodes involved. The oncologist's words blurred. Chemo regimens. Radiation. Survival stats. Without intervention. It's grim, he said softly. But we can fight. In the car. Michael shattered. Head in hands. I don't want to check out. Not yet. I gripped the wheel. Vowing. You won't. We'll throw everything at this. Whatever it takes. The plan, 12 chemo cycles. Daily radiation for 7 weeks. Possible stem cell transplant. Then the hammer costs. Insurance covered basics. But deductibles. Experimental drugs. Top specialists out of network. The advisor ballparked $350,000, maybe north of $400 with hiccups. We had 40 grand saved. Some home equity. What now? Michael whispered. We liquidate, I said. Steel in my voice. House. Car, doesn't matter. You're what matters. He clung to me, murmuring. I don't deserve you. Hindsight's a bitch. Those words were a red flag. Treatment kicked off. I watched my vibrant husband wither, hair gone. Skin sallow. Retching endlessly. Too frail for stairs. Bills avalanched. $6,000 here. $10,000 there. I refinanced the house. Cashed out equity, bought 3 months. Listed it. Downsized to a cramped walk-up. Sold my SUV for $2,000 quick cash. Biked to work in the rain. Pawned my ring for $500, every penny a lifeline. Mom dipped into her 401k despite my protests. Family first, she said. I flogged jewelry. Gadgets. Clothes on Craigslist. Friends faded as I ghosted plans. Buried in hospital runs and insurance battles. Exhaustion became my shadow. But I powered through for him. 11 months of hell. Then miracles, scans cleared. Energy surged. Remission on lips. I sobbed in relief behind closed doors. We'd rebuild from ashes. But Michael morphed. Phone obsession first, endless scrolling. Secretive smiles. Client stuff, he'd snap. New wardrobe despite debts. Gotta look sharp for pitches. Gym membership. Cologne. Styled hair. I tried positivity. Glad you're back in the game. But Barb's crept in. That outfit's seen better days. Huh. My clothes were rags. I'd sold the good stuff. Your hair's kinda lifeless lately. I cut it myself to save. Packed on a few. 15 pounds from stress-eating ramen. No gym time. Affection evaporated. No I love yous, no touches. Late nights. Networking. Perfume scents. Female clients jealous much? Guilt nod. He'd battled death. Give space. I told myself. Then the Thursday ambush. Home from my barista gig, $13 hourly. Soul-crushing after running a startup, I found him at the table with divorce docs. Sit. Cold as ice. I want out. Cancer changed me. Life's too short for this. The room spun. Changed how? I gave everything. I appreciate it, he cut in. Robotic. But no obligations. I deserve someone who matches my vibe now, a real woman. Not this. Slap to the soul. After my ruins. I wasn't real. Someone else. Silence. Answer me. His eyes iced over. Irrelevant. Sign. He left. Jacket in hand. The divorce was a meat grinder. Michael's shark lawyer, David Klein, from a glossy firm, painted me as the deadweight. I scraped for a budget attorney. Hank from a strip mall outgunned. Community property sliced us. Business debts from medical pulls left my share peanuts. $15,000 buyout. Michael kept Thompson Tech. Clients. Future. I got scraps. Saw them weeks later at a cafe, her polished mid-20s beauty, giggling at his jokes. He beamed. Arm possessive. I fled. Bus tears streaming. Mom raged, that bastard's poison. Wish I could have lawyered you up proper. But rock bottom deepened, evictions. Credit tanked. Motel limbo. Depression smothered days staring at stains. Questioning survival. Love's price, 0. Back to now. Sarah on my bed. Envelope open. I was his girlfriend 9 months post-divorce. Stomach lurches. The cafe woman. He spun you as the villain, crazy ex sabotaging everything. I bought it. Hook. Line. Sinker. She details the honeymoon phase. Then cracks, lies. Secrecy. Criticisms echoing mine. Found him cheating with a gym fling. Confronted, dumped me cold. Deserve better, a real woman. Sound familiar? Nodding. Rage simmers. Furious. I dug. Friend in billing pulled records. Papers fan out, insurance policies. Statements. His plan capped out of pocket at $20,000 yearly, full coverage after. But he picked out of network on purpose. Pocketed reimbursements. Secret account, $100,000 plus hidden while you sold your soul. World tilts. Deposits during my sacrifices. Fraud against me. Insurers. Court. Why help? I croak. He wrecked you. Nearly me. Evil needs stopping. Hope flickers amid fury. Sarah's lawyer pal. Amanda. Eyes the proof, goldmine. Fraud reopens everything, hidden assets. Perjury. Contingency basis. I loathe his type. Let's bury him. Motions filed. Reopen divorce. Fraud complaints. Klein squirms. But evidence damns. Hearing. Michael sweats under judge's grill. Disclose this account? No? While she liquidated for your care. Ruling. Settlement voided. Recalculated. 65% business to me. Half secret funds. Restitution $220,000 total. Insurers press charges fines. Record scorched. Clients bolt, rep tanks. New fling vanishes. Sarah and I bond over coffee, real friends from shared scars. We clawed back. With funds, repaid mom. Plus her dream Alaskan cruise. Decent apartment. Used car. Fresh wardrobe. Launched solo dev firm, honest grind. Growing. Therapy mends wounds, friends return. A year on. Lunch with Sarah. You tracked me down, saved me. We saved us. Stronger now. Betrayals scar a batch. Not bitter, just free. Michael's lies cost him everything. My truth rebuilt me. The motel ghost? Vanished. In her place, a woman unbreakable. Eyes wide open. Freedom's the ultimate revenge.